Hey, good afternoon. Mark's message, Peachtree Corners, Georgia. I told you I'd be back. Now, we have a little bit of a hiccup here today. Today was going to be the day that Brittany Saxton made her debut on Mark's message here, Peachtree Corners, Georgia, but we have the next best thing. She will be joining us at a later date, but I'm going to bring on a gentleman here, Kenny Mayberry. Annie's Pizza, two locations. Now, he is from Louisville. And let me tell you something when you talk Louisville to me, those of you that know about professional boxing, pugilistic art form that it is, there is only one and the only. I'm talking about that man right there. That's the man, the greatest of all time. That's right. I said it. And if you've never seen him fight, awesome. I remember he used to be at Deer Lake, Pennsylvania at his training camp. That's not what we're here to talk about, obviously. We're here to talk about this, right? So, with that, I'm going to bring on this gentleman here, Kenny Mayberry. He's going to talk to us about this right here. Kenny Mayberry, Annie's Pizza, two locations, 2520 Portland Avenue. And 4771 Cane Run Road. There's the website. I'm going to bring him on. Kenny, what's up? Talk to us. Tell us
Hey,
about
Mark. Good day
how
to
you
you.
doing, man. Now, you're there. I can see in the background Annie's Pizza. So we got you on short notice. And you know what I love about this? This is grassroots, my brother. It's adapt, improvise, overcome. Brittany, we are so sorry you could not be here today, and we'll get you back. It's probably going to happen Friday. But with all that said, Kenny, talk to me about. I'm just going to pull this down. I'll put it back up. Talk to me about Annie's Pizza and what you all do in Louisville.
Hey, Mark. We've been doing this since about 1988, somewhere around that time frame. My mom and dad had a dream to start it. We got into it. My dad and I used to repair restaurant equipment for a living, and he saw an opportunity and jumped on it, and it's took off well ever since then. We've been in different spots in Louisville, but we've settled down at these two locations that we're at right now. We started off actually right downtown at Fourth and Oak in Louisville, Kentucky, and then we just kind of spread it out from there and ended up where we're at today.
Very cool. How long you been in the business? Food
Uh,
business industry, I should say.
the I guess my dad he had started working on restaurant equipment in '74, and then I think in '88 he had opened his first pizza restaurant. And I remember when he opened up the first restaurant. That, of course, you learn as you go. We didn't know a whole lot about pizza restaurant, but yeah, I think he had sold out of supplies his first night of opening down there at the Fourth and Oak. He was scrambling the next day to find stuff so he could open back up. It was on a weekend.
Really? Did you ever think you'd be involved in the food industry, Kenny? Was that
Not at that time. I thought I would just stay in the repair business and continue that path uh, and work on that. But that industry had took a turn about the early '90s, mid '90s. Everything was going from manual parts to digital, and
see?
a lot of the companies at that time wasn't going to offer you the support that you needed unless you bought into the stock program. And you're talking uh, hundreds and thousands of different items or brands and equipment. And I did, you just didn't, as a small person, a mom and pop
Right.
place, you didn't have the finances to get into the stocking up so you can get the training on the new technology that was coming out at that time. Um,
So specifically, Kenny, just curious, what type of machines did you repair or work on? Like brands like Hobart, or does that ring a bell?
Yeah, we did Hobart, Keene, Dean and Keating and Roundup and things to that nature, equipment and the Blodgett pizza ovens and um, uh, the mixers and slicers and microwaves. We did a lot of work on the Amana microwaves and things to that nature.
Right. right. I've worked in the food industry back in the day when I was a younger person, college student, and all that. And I know I learned how to cook. I worked at a restaurant nightclub, kind of cool, and I really learned my craft. And I never went without a good meal. The beautiful thing is, a chef actually taught me how to cook. So it was kind of neat being in college, what I could uh, concoct on a hot plate, and I'd drive people crazy in the dorm. You're not supposed to cook, but I did those things anyway. So
It's
had a lot
it,
of fun.
yeah. I'm sure the aroma spread it out through the dorms,
Oh,
and
it did.
it
It
got all
did.
the people knocking on the door.
And those that partook of a certain substance or whatever back in the day were very hungry. So the aromas and so it was kind of fun. I really enjoyed it. Neat people. I think some of the hardest working individuals I ever met were in the food industry.
Oh,
And then,
mhm.
don't you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think they're hardest working and underappreciated at times.
Yes.
And
And being in the trade show industry back in the day, Kenny, I'm just going to share this with you. I remember I did an event out here with KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Southeastern, and it was kind of wild. I thought I was at the wrong spot. I showed up at show site, and all I saw were like Mercedes, Cadillac. This is going back. I just kept looking at this parking lot, and then all these people started talking about Wiley. And they were talking about Wiley Sanders and how he helped them develop franchises. And I just talked to some of them and the process they went through to secure not just one, two, three, four. One guy had like 10 franchises, and he was talking about, what he went through and how he developed. Wiley used to always tell him, hey, hang in there with me. This is going to work. This ingredient's going to happen. We're going to franchise. We're going to do this, that, and we all know today KFC, and it's a happening thing. So,
you
what
do know
have you seen?
you do know their headquarters here in Louisville as well under the Yum brand now.
Right. But
KFC, yeah.
in the food industry, what changes have you noticed now? You've been in it a while, so tell us.
You know, one of the things that I've noticed is that you got to be flexible and ready to change some things as far as trying different items and different approaches, especially today with the technology that we have. As you know from sharing with you over the last month or so or two, that we learning how to use the internet or the web or social media to your advantage, is one of the biggest things that I've seen coming up over in my time right now. And of course, with COVID hitting, it changed everything. It changed the whole way of how we do things here in America. Period.
Right. Hey, that's a great point. I know people don't like talking about this, but I always felt like people in the food industry, are showmen. I mean, when I say showmen, they are great at promoting things. Whether it's a Friday night promotional, like, you know, 20% off if you do this or that. They're great sponsors of youth organizations, sporting teams, uh, boys and girls, Cub Scouts, Boy Scout. They're very involved in the community. I always loved people that had their own particular, restaurants, whether it's pizzerias, whatever it was back in the day. Good people, hardworking people, and very prominent in the community. They're always giving, and that's the one thing I noticed. You always saw them at your church, and they're always involved in stuff, like it could be athletics, school board, they're always on a committee or something. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, I think reaching out to the community and making connections with the people in the community is very important, and we've always tried to do that, especially in the past and in the future. Try to get involved as much as we can. You're only limited as far as what you can do financially sometimes, but if you could just help get the word out on an event, sometimes
Right.
that's a big help as well. And we used to be involved with a lot of the baseball programs in the area for kids, little leagues and stuff to that nature. But I think the internet has changed how people get out and play now, and I think the leagues are changed too down here how they play it now because of the lack of people wanting to play. But there's still people playing, and we're still ready to offer and help if we can in any way, in any event, in any of our communities at either location.
And that's a great point, Kenny. I just put you out there on your own so you could pop off the word about your business. But before we get into that, what makes you distinguishes yourself as a pizza place, pizzeria, restaurant? I'm going to share some comments here. Here's Tom Ginn said, "It's the crust I look for, than than the sauce. Being from Wisconsin, cheese is next. A lot of TLC is important in making a pizza." Now, that's from Tom Ginn. What do you think about that?
I think they're both important. I guess it's just a preference of taste. Some people prefer the crust over the sauce, but I think they both go together. They're both the foundation of the pizza. You know, we uh, we use we have a good crust and a good sauce. I hear people just love our sauce, and people say they love our crust, So I guess it's just a matter of preference.
And Tom was nice enough to share this out. Thank you, Tom. And here you go. He said, "It's the community that makes a local business survive.
I
Givers
agree.
gain."
Yes,
Amen to that. Thank you, Tom. And,
yes,
you know, the thing is, and I appreciate you being on here today, and I'm just going to pull this up here, Kenny, so people can see what you're all about. This is what Kenny is about. It is called Annie's Pizza. He has two locations: 2520 Portland Avenue, 4771 Cane Run Road. I think I got that right. And then anniespizza.com. So you can check them out. And, I kiddingly say this all the time. Being in Louisville, man, if it was me, I would be promoting this. My pizza is the greatest of all time. I mean, I know everybody laughs about that, but this guy right here, I mean, you want to talk about promote? I mean, we could all take a lesson on promoting.
yes,
As much as he promoted, if you ever read any books, and I've got a real thick book about him, the man gave a lot. He
yeah. He
gave a,
did. He
and
did.
that's what people don't realize about Ali. He just was not a promoter. When the cameras were on, yeah, different guy.
He was a
Behind the
certified
scenes,
stud, man. He was a stud.
totally opposite, totally opposite. And I just thought I'd share that. But Kenny, what makes Annie's distinguishable against other places of business within Louisville? Why should people come to your place of business?
We're family owned and operated. We care. We put that extra touch and put that extra love in it. And our ingredients, we make our dough fresh every day, and it's neat every day. It's shaped, and our lasagna that we offer is made fresh in the store. We try to bring the best quality food at the best price we can for our families in our community and our pizza lovers. We may not always get it right, but hey, we're always striving for excellence, and we always try to bring out that great taste and say that we are the best, And we'll go ahead and told with any restaurant in Louisville as far as taste and everything goes, and we might just win that bout. I
You,
know that there's a lot of competition here in Louisville. I think I look at Louisville as maybe the pizza capital in the United States, because Papa John's has been based here in Pizza Hut, um, you got all those great pizzas history here in Louisville, and you got a lot of mom and pop places that's also helped build the pizza industry to what it is today.
that's great. Now that's good to know. So, do you have any specialty pizzas? Like we were going to make later earlier. I talked with Brittany, and we were going to like construct maybe a G-man pizza. We were going to do that live here. But do you have any like pizzas that you call them out by name, or could you
Well,
do you have any specialties?
we've just started a new one not too long ago called the Sandiza, and you caught me off guard.
Sanditza?
the Sandiza is named after my sister Sandy's Pizza.
Oh,
Sandy.
okay. Sand pizza. Okay, cool.
I can't. You caught me off guard. I can't tell you exactly what's on it right at this second because it really has just been recently introduced to the market in the last 3 or 4 months, and I don't know it by heart yet, but I can definitely put that up on Facebook later and
Sure.
share what's in that. I think you can look at it on our menu on our website as well. But no, we all our I think all our pizzas are special, a specialty, and they're great. And TKO, technical knockout, man, it's great for your taste buds on your tongue.
Hey, there it is right there. You need to call it a TKO or the greatest. You could come up with with that guy, he grew up there, man. You got to I don't know if you'd probably have to get permission, but you could call a pizza a TKO. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Why not, right? I don't
That'd
know.
be awesome.
I don't know anybody that owns the rights to TKO, but I don't know.
Right. I mean, now putting up Ali be a different one, But I'm just saying, that's a thought. Um, so what's now? What's new? What's next at Annie's Pizza? I mean, you told us about your place. What's happening now? Is there anything new coming up that you're promoting or will be?
We just recently started. I want to say 3 weeks ago with Send a Text, which is a couponing texting program. We just started that, and we hope that we can get that going and that we can offer some special deals to our VIP club members that join that. I think it's text the word Annie and the number 22452, and then you reply yes after the text back is sent to you. And then it's that easy to join the club. And that's with I can't think of the name of the company. Send a text group with I think one of Jill is her name. Jill Haas, Hass. She's great to work with and wonderful, and she's great, man. She'll help you with anything, anytime, night or day. I've texted her late, didn't even know it was late, and she responded within minutes. But I'm trying to launch a mobile app soon to help with our ordering process for our pizza lover fans out there. And I've been working with Eric Bam. You know Eric, of course. He's Mr. Wonderful. um, we're going to start bringing a take home and bake pizza once we get all the things worked out in the advertising squared away. I think we're going to try to launch that hopefully by the first of the year, and maybe some pizza kits take home and enjoy your pizza with your family and make one at home. Those are some things that we're looking at trying in the future coming up, and trying to bring some more fun and excitement to our pizza lovers.
Kenny, that is awesome, man. Hey, let me ask you something. Have you ever done a live stream before
Not that
like
I'm.
this?
I
Not
think
that you're aware of. And and
I've been on Sean's show. I don't know. If that's
okay, that's cool. That's
yeah.
cool. Let me ask you this. Do you and I know one another real well?
No, no.
Yeah. So once again, the power of live stream, and I'm gonna give him a shout out. Ken Walls, the genius thereof. Here it is. You and I are communicating this way. And isn't this cool? And you can even do this with your customers from a business perspective. You could hook up and send some of your customers, maybe have like two, three, four, and then do this and ask them what they love about Annie's. I'm
Yeah.
here to tell you right now, everybody, if you live in Louisville and you're not going to this guy's pizza place, I want to know why. And the reason I'm asking you that is because he's got two locations. You have no excuse not to go to Annie's. Okay? I'm not getting a dime out of this. Am I, Kenny? Hey, you
No.
can slip me the $100 bill later. No, I'm teasing. I'm getting absolutely zip. But my big thing, particularly this time of year, and I shared this with Chris Rosh, who is a no excuse kick ass coach on your personal development. There is a point, if you ever watch Scrooge, when Jacob Marley approaches him as the ghost and says, mankind is your business. And that's what it's all about. It shouldn't be just Christmas, it should be every day. And when you ante up, kick in and ante up and give to mankind as an investment, to me, that's the best investment over a stock you'll ever purchase. That's just me. I know that might sound highfalutin. Don't get me wrong. Kenny's in business to make money. I get it. But sometime, sooner or later, you got to give back. How do you feel about that, Kenny?
I think we need to give back to our community. It's one of the things that how you connect. It's how you get the word out. It's a good win situation for both sides. Now that is a knockout, not a TKO, but that is a knockout when you invest back into the community and and make those connections with people. That's something that is important, and it's something that I think I talk about. It's something I can probably improve on as well for our business relationship with our communities. And I think that people in the community see that and they appreciate it and so on. I think it's just good for both sides.
Tremendous, Kenny. Tremendous. Hey, listen, I'm going to ask you something here as I have your placard up here and promoting your business. What would you tell somebody right now? Like you gave us great reasons to come to your pizza. Are you looking to hire anybody? Do you need help at either location? Or how does that work these days?
Well, in this industry, you might be familiar with it. It's like a revolving door, and it's hard to maintain a staff sometimes, especially in this
Mhm.
time of a crisis that our nation is in right now. And but we're always taking applications and always looking for that next great pizza maker to join our team. Of course, um, I think one of the difficulties that has surprised me over the years, this year, is that uh, delivery drivers. It seems like it's been the most difficult thing to try to get. When it used to not be, everybody wanted to drive, but now it seems like nobody's wanting to drive. And I get it. I know times are hard and so on, but you just got to keep going at it. You got to hit that grinding stone every day and try to be flexible and try to work out these problems and move on as a company and try to survive and bring the best quality and service we can bring.
To jump in, that's outstanding. JR, is another friend, says perfection. He's got a slab of pizza. And with that, you know, a piece of pizza a day helps keep the COVID away. That's what I'm saying. That's what I love about pizza. I'm kiddingly saying that to you, but how have you dealt with COVID? What have you instituted? Like some people have catering, they have delivery, we could go on. So, how do you deal with this day in and day out, Kenny, and still come out on top?
A lot of prayer, a lot of support, family support, and a lot of support from the community. It's been a learning process, I think, for our customers as well as ourselves. People are used to coming into your store and coming up to the counter and ordering. That now that had to change because of COVID. Some of the things that we have to do is, we have to allow the customer to call their order in, and we'll bring it out to them to their car or bring it to the door so they can get it. Um, and we got to keep improving on those health guidelines, as far as wearing the mask and which is hard to do in a restaurant when it's already hot in there. But wash our hands and keep those kind of things going to help fight this disease, that's going on right now, and this virus, so that we can come out on top like our champ Muhammad Ali. We got to bring it, man. Bring it every
Yeah.
day. Be
Well,
flexible to change for one thing. You got to be flexible.
absolutely. And how do you deal with that? Because that's a very touchy subject for people.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go through a wedding with my son, and we had to do it elsewhere, not within the church. Now, this Sunday, we're going to have a small little festive occasion. He'll be married within the church, very small. But you're talking food industry, you're talking people, you're talking handling things, and COVID, and people getting sick or possibly sick or not feeling well. So now you're out here dealing with the public. So what are some of the constraints you deal with on a daily basis, Kenny? I don't think people realize you're back there prepping food. You don't always see the people back there. So how do you handle that?
One day at a time. This tackle each task as it comes up. But primarily you got to put a set of rules in place. I think it's made everybody in the food industry, especially here in Louisville, that how important it is to keep sanitizing and washing your hands and wearing your mask and the social distancing and keep those things going on. When it first came out, people had a hard time with saying, "No, you can't be in the store right now," and they would get mad and be offended to it. And I think some of that still is stereotype in some people's mind, but I think most citizens of our nation have adapted and understand, and I think they're on board. They want this to end and get back to normalcy as much as anybody. I think.
That those are all great points, Kenny. And I kiddingly say this. Kenny's from Louisville, right? So I'm sharing this out to all my brothers and sisters in Peachtree Corners, and they probably think I'm crazy. I don't care if you got a place at the Forum, across the street, at the other institution. I'm throwing a challenge. If you want to be recognized and promoted, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do this like I did with Kenny. And Kenny, I really appreciate you jumping on here short notice. You've been the perfect gentleman, sir. And I wish your locations, as you can see it scrolling down here, and I truly think, this is just my opinion for what it's worth, you need to think about it, but you need to like incorporate these values right here. I'm sorry, everybody. And, come up with a pizza like maybe the TKO, the knockout, the jab. You could go through a whole bunch of stuff and create something in tribute to Ali, man. That would be awesome because you're,
Maybe I'll come up with one. Call it the all-time greatest.
well, that'd be cool. Or the shuffle, you could call it
Oh,
the
yeah,
shuffle.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would be awesome, man. We got another comment here before we head out of here. Just ordered a pie. Didn't think Kenny would deliver to Charlotte.
I,
JR is a character. Yeah,
I
you know
wouldn't have
what?
ordered this, Charlotte, if there was any
And
problem.
and you want to know something? No, we're talking about this food. I see your pizza box back there, and guess what? It's like 12:50. I haven't had lunch, and now it's escalating, Kenny. It's kicking in, and I'm
That is
thinking about pizza.
that is our 28-inch box. We have a 28-inch pizza that we serve and offer to our.
Wow, 28 inches.
Yeah, and the thing I like about the 28-inch pizza is that no disrespected intended on anybody, but the most common thing is how big is that? I'm like 28 inches.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Is there, before we get out of here, Kenny, is there anything you want to share with us?
Just be flexible, be open to learn and adapt and don't give up. Get yourself surrounded by a circle of core people with encouraging that can help you. And of course, I think that my faith with my Lord and Savior and my family. I couldn't do it without them. And I couldn't do it without the community support. And I thank the community greatly. And I tell you, my staff has been superheroes during all of this, and I want to give them a shout out. Thank you for stepping up
Please
on the
do.
front. Thank you for stepping up on the front line and helping us, all the workers from drivers to cooks to my managers, to my food reps, all across the station. I think all the restaurant industry needs a big shout out and thank you for being our heroes during this time of crisis.
And outstanding again. Here we got Tom Ginn. He's given a suggestion, the knockout pizza.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I love that one. That would be awesome.
yes.
And listen, everybody, once again, Go if you live in Louisville and you're not gone to one of these two locations, I want you to, email me back, call me back, and you got Portland Avenue, Cane Run Road. If you're not going to any one of these places that Kenny's operates, please tell me why. I just don't get it. You should patronize your local businesses, and who knows? Maybe, just maybe, I'm getting crazy here again. Maybe he'll put up one of these pictures in both restaurants, man, just to inspire his crew. You probably, some of your crew don't even know who that is. They probably do, but they've never seen him.
It's
You know.
possible. That's a good idea. I'll try. I'll get me a couple pictures and put up now. If you're ever in this area, you need to check out his museum. It's awesome.
Yeah, I heard it's very cool. I have been there. I just haven't had time to go to the museum. There was one time I did a show in that area. I don't get to go to Kentucky too many times, but yeah, it was cool. And we got another comment. Let's see what we got out here. Oh my God, pepperoni attack, double pep. He came up with one. So everybody's giving you ideas, man, to promote your businesses. And you know what, Kenny? I truly appreciate you coming on here, like I said, short notice.
Hey,
And
glad I could help.
right. Hey, I'm just going to close this out real quick. Don't go anywhere. Hang on. I'll be right back. So I'm going to share this comment from JR, 1-2 punch pepperoni. Hey, I like that. That's a good one. Man, we need to have these ideas coming forth and we can share them with Kenny. And, he'll be out there tearing it up. But the point of that today, everybody, is, we're talking with Kenny Mayberry, Louisville, Kentucky, Annie's Pizza. I had to, as they say, pivot. And thank you, JR. Thanks for hopping on board. Tom Ginn, thanks for hopping on board. Thanks for sharing it, everybody. And didn't get to interview the person I wanted to interview at this designated time, but that's how life is. It's all about adapt, improvise, overcome. And I'm going to tell you something. Kenny Mayberry and I didn't even know one another. We did this live. He's a member of Megamind Pro, a very cool individual. And he's got 2 locations. So Louisville, I'm throwing the challenge out to you. If you don't go to Annie's Pizza, you know what? If you don't go there, then you can't tell me you know who this guy is. So that's my challenge. So get out there and support Kenny and his crew, you know? And this is, like I said, it's Christmas, man. So it's about investing in your fellow man and helping each other. So, endorse, patronize the local businesses. That's what it's all about. And that's why we're here. And as always in Mark's message, I'm going to tell you, be a leader, be a friend, most important of all, be a service. This is Mark Gassard, Peachtree Corners, Georgia, the peachiest place on the planet. Mark's message. And yes, it is a message indeed. And together, you and I, if we step into that batter's box of life, we keep swinging for the fences, we will eventually suck up, boom, knock it out of the park. I will catch you sometime tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and I'm going to be talking to Kenny later on.